pay TV, internet options highlight Formula One's future. No, the future of Formula One TV is not to give drivers like Sebastian Vettel, above, the opportunity to work behind the camera. Photo by LAT PHOTOGRAPHIC. Between the United States and Mexican Grands Prix, Ian Holmes, the director of media rights of the Formula One group, flew to Nice, in the south of France. He rushed from the airport to the Grimaldi Forum in Monte Carlo to take part in the Sportel convention, the annual gathering of people involved in the televising of sport. Holmes has been selling sports media rights for nearly 25 years and knows all the big players. But the industry is on the move and there were new faces among the 3,045 delegates from 78 countries. The landscape is in flux, and F1 content is in demand. In the days before Sportel, Netflix announced that it now has 110 million subscribers, having added 5.3 million in the last quarter. The company said it will spend $8 billion in 2018 to create or buy programming. Rival Amazon is spending $4.5 billion on content. Apple has budgeted $1 billion. Formula One sees dollar signs. We live in a world that is changing, Chase Carey, the chairman of the Formula One group, says. There are multiple platforms for content delivery, with pay TV, free-to-air, social media and over-the-top, OTT, internet-delivered content. There are endless possibilities for structuring deals with all of the different parties involved. What we want to do is to use all of these different ways to get to as broad an audience as possible. We see OTT as being a way to deliver a lot more things to the fans, which we cannot do on linear TV. Formula One is moving from the NBC Sports Group to ESPN/ABC TV in 2018. ESPN and Formula One have agreed to a multi-year agreement that brings the sport to ESPN and ABC TV. ESPN and ABC will televise. We have all this data, and we are not using it. So if you want to know about braking distances or you want to listen to a particular driver's radio or whatever, digital media allows you to do that. And it doesn't have to be expensive. We have to figure out the best way to get the sport across to the different age groups in different regions. With an audience estimated at 400 million per year, F1 is attractive to the media companies, but some are also becoming wary of doing business with a rights holder that might soon become a rival. Last month, NBC, which had owned the TV rights to F1 in the United States since 2013, chose not to do a new deal because of future plans. F1 has to stream its content directly to consumers. The company said that, "We chose not to enter into a new agreement in which the rights holder itself competes with us and our distribution partners." ESPN and ABC will take over the U.S. broadcast duties in 2018. Sean Bratches, the commercial head of Formula One, says the ESPN/ABC deal could be a boon for F1. Isn is part of the Disney empire, he says. So they, also, know a thing or two about the entertainment business. F1 could be set to team up with Netflix. Germany and Number 39, Welt newspaper reports that Liberty Media is in talks with the internet company, with a deal that has the potential to revolutionize how F1 is. Bratches says that each Formula One race will be broadcast live in the US on ESPN, ESPN2 or ABC in 2018, and that all practice and qualifying sessions will be live as well. ESPN1 however, have its own crew at races, relying instead on the feed produced by Britain's Sky Sport. Parent company Disney is developing ideas related to F1, and Bratches says that added exposure through ISN's Sports Center program is another bonus to the new deal. Sports Center is the most powerful sports platform there is in the United States, but there is also ESPN.com Digital, which has enormous reach, he says. This linear and digital partnership with ESPN represents a significant step forward in achieving Formula One's aim of broadening the sport's appeal. F1 fans tend to think that the sport is heading toward pay TV, but this might not end up being the case. Over the weekend at Texas Motor Speedway, Chevrolet will pay homage to Dale Earnhardt Jr. with a new TV spot that chronicles the career of NASCAR and Number 39, S 14-time most popular driver. The 32nd spot. We are not yet sure where it is all going, but what we do know is that F1 is punching under its weight in terms of social media, he says. There is a general decline in pay TV numbers, but the higher value of the deals is still competitive with free-to-air rides sales. OTT can personalize the experience for F1 superfans. It can even work out what you want to see, based on your watching habits. Braches points to recent dealings in France as possible, looking into the sport's future. We have just signed a new pay TV deal with Canal Plus for considerably more money than we were previously getting, he says. We have also done a deal with free-to-air TF1 to have a number of races, including the French Grand Prix. And we will also have our OTT service in the French market as well, although we don't know how that will work. Red Bull Racing Team principal Christian Horner is keeping an open mind to Liberty Media and number 39's vision for the future of Formula One. Earlier, Mercedes team chairman and F1 legend Niki Lauda admitted he. By Joe Seward. Formula One, racing.